Someone make it make sense.
Probably a couple.
Hello, squirrel friends. Long time no see. I'm so happy to be back and so happy that I was able to come on tonight. I was supposed to have some lessons that I would have been still teaching, but my students had to reschedule. And I was like, you know what? I finally have the ability to come and continue on with day 3 of this Cardi B trial of insanity. So very excited here. This might be one of the best days in this trial for the crazy testimony. A lot of the favorite moments for those who have seen it come from this day. So without further ado, as Court TV is telling us, she's set to return to the stand, but not before there's some more shenanigans outside the presence of the jury, right? Let's see what happens.
We're just meeting and conferring about witnesses.
I mean, it's already annoying, right? Like, you just this poor judge. And so that's who was just speaking there. That's the plaintiff's attorney.
The special verdict form and the instructions.
It's tiring.
The court want us to continue doing that now or during the break at 11?
Yeah, probably during the break.
Thank you.
Yesterday I wrote that Dr. Finke could testify. I want to rule on the Malcolm issue. I don't think that there's any evidence of intentionally hiding this witness. I think both parties wanted to identify this witness. I think both parties made attempts to investigate and to identify this witness. At the final status conference, the receptionist was identified as a witness. We had discussions about attempting to identify her. She subsequently was identified, so I don't think that there's unfair surprise. I don't find any evidence of bad faith in terms of the discovery process, and so I'm going to allow her to testify.
May I add one thing about that, Your Honor?
What's that?
May I add one thing about
What's that?
Oh, dear.
Yesterday, you suggested that I believe the purpose of saying it is to have fairness to my side, is to allow me to depose her. If I wish to depose her,
God.
allow that.
I think if she can be deposed over, say, the lunch break, because I think you're going to call her today.
Plaintiff's counsel left a message yesterday that apparently it sounds like he's going to run out of witnesses this morning.
Okay.
We intend to call her this morning. She is unavailable in the afternoon. She has a child that she has to take care of. The child is at the preschool at the moment, and so that's her only window.
May I respond?
Go ahead.
It's not that I'm going to be running out of witnesses. I wanted to learn what is going to happen with the hearing today about these witnesses, and there was no ruling about my witnesses. There's still 3 more to go. So I did leave a message for Mr. Peterson that my intention was to have Cardi B testify today, possibly put on the plaintiff, recall her as to some of the facts that are discussed with Cardi B, and then have the defendants put on their witnesses in the afternoon, and I would then, if it drags on, bring more witnesses next week.
Your Honor, if I may. First of all, I would object to him recalling in his own case in chief a witness, a party who's already been questioned and there was cross. But second, the idea, what he's referring to in this phone message last night, was that Your Honor said that you would be willing to allow parties to take witnesses out of order, which I understood to mean that if there was a defendant witness, I could put them on during the plaintiff's case in chief. What he's proposing is that he's run out of witnesses and wants me to take my case before he rests, and I would object to that.
Your Honor, it's not that I'm saying that I'm running out of witnesses.
Oh my God.
What I'm saying is the court has advised us that we can call witnesses out of order.
He's arguing this. I'm telling you right now. The only reason he's arguing this is because he got offended when Cardi B's counsel said the thing about running out of witnesses, and that's what he's responding to. So yes, welcome, Kat Randall. Happy to see you. She just had a baby. Cardi? I haven't seen that, but you know what? I don't watch the news, but we know she was pregnant. So if Cardi B did in fact have a baby, congratulations to her.
Because it's a holiday weekend, these witnesses have other plans, the same way that his witness is unavailable in the afternoon. Dr. Azizulahi, Ms. Parsi, and Emani Kelly, they have their own obligations, and they're not available to testify today, but they would be available next week, on Tuesday, right after Labor Day.
Generally speaking, I'm okay with having witnesses being called out of order, but I think when was Emani Kelly identified?
She was 100% identified. She would be testifying as to Dr. Sher that he has died in 2021, if there could be an agreement. between counsel and the court, that the court would make an instruction that it is a fact that Dr. Scher has died in 2021, that the parties have stipulated.
The thing is, I guarantee you the jury doesn't care about that and forgot about it. I mean, I had forgotten about that whole thing. Dr. Scher was like the original doctor who was supposed to do the quote unquote plastic surgery or whatever for the plaintiff. And, you know, basically it was like this, the testimony was like, oh, he died or whatever. But like, there was never any evidence to support that. I mean, in other words, they didn't provide anything to like, there's no testimony or documents or whatever to prove that. But I don't think the jury would necessarily be like going back to deliberate. And like the big thing they're hung up on was like, you know, they never really provided like, you know, evidence that the doctor, like, no, I'm sure they forgot about it. But it's so funny because here he wants to bring in a whole ass witness just to testify that in fact the dude did die. And it's like drawing so much attention to something to where, to me, it makes it seem like, okay, well, did he really die? Because why are you even bothering? Like, this wasn't disputed. But the fact that you're bringing in a witness to try to prove it makes it seem like it's disputed. So anyway, just, you know, another day in court. Shout out to Flash Fan. Welcome. And Kitsmits is here. So, the Nevada Las Vegas trial, were any of y'all watching that? I peeked in on one of the days. It might have been like day 3 or something when I was at work. I just to see like how it was going. And I recall thinking that like the cameras and the sound were terrible. But if anyone watched like a good portion of that trial or all of that trial, let me know if that's not the case. But I remember thinking, oh yeah, like I would definitely wanted to cover this. But then like from the portion that I watched, I was like, this is basically unwatchable. So I don't know, maybe they improved it over the course of the trial, as that happens sometimes. Kidsmans, were you here on that live stream where we watched it a couple times in a row because it was so crazy? There was this lady and she had this she was supposed to be like getting she was supposed to be going to trial, and like last minute she like recanted her plea basically, and like chaos ensued and it was insane. When was that? It might have been a couple months ago, but yeah, it's that lady that we're talking about here. Oh, the sound was great. Okay. It was one witness though. So I remember when I saw it, the camera was only showing like, it was zoomed in on, I don't even think it was the defendant. The camera was zoomed in on really close on one person, but it wasn't somebody on the stand, and it wasn't showing the witness, and it wasn't showing anything. And like, I don't know, maybe that was just that one portion of the trial. I don't even know who the witness was because it wasn't showing them. So, but also Kitsmits, thank you again so much for helping me out, guys. Many of you guys know that I've been in the process of trying to get my notary public. And in North Carolina, they make it insanely difficult, as I've learned. It's a very long process. It's crazy. And there's a lot of steps you have to jump through. And Kitsmits and Super Planner Girl came in clutch. And so did Super Planner Girl's husband, Mr. Super Planner Girl, for me. And so I really appreciate that. I should be, I think, what is it? Within 30 days or something, they're supposed to get back and tell you that your application was approved or whatever. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's delayed, because that's how things tend to go with the government. And then after that, there's like a bunch more steps and then it's final. But basically that's the next thing, is to get this, is for them to approve my application. And then that will come back. And then I go through the steps to take my oath and all that. And then at some point on down the line, God willing, or dog willing, or Bach willing, or squirrel willing, whoever you want to be willing, I will actually complete it. And it's really funny because I never would have thought it would have been this time intensive and lengthy and difficult. Like, I thought it was just like, you take the class, you pass the test, job done. But it's really not. It's really funny. It's like been quite arduous for something that seems like it was really something that would have just been like simple, like a no-brainer. Like, yeah, sure, why not? I mean, it's really crazy, actually. So anyways, it will actually feel, even though it's like, this is not hard in terms of like passing the test, and like, it doesn't take much, right? But because of all the steps you have to go through and all the BS, basically, that has been really hard. So this will actually feel like an achievement when it's done. I never would have thought it would have felt like an achievement, but I will actually feel like this was a huge achievement whenever it's completed because it has been a lot. So, oh, you're talking about Fraser Baum, probably. Yeah, I've been following that one with the kid with the car. Yep, you get a personalized stamp. You do. It's required, and you get to pick it out if you want like rectangle or round. And I think you get to pick the color of the ink, or if you want it to be there's like you can do an ink one, or you can do one where it's like a raised seal where it like makes the paper stick up, and you can choose how you want it to be. So you get to pick all that out and whatnot. So yeah, I've got lots of really fun updates too, guys, since it's been a little bit, lots of fun updates from things that have been going on at my job. The end of October was epic as fuck, but I'm gonna wait for more people to get here and then maybe I'll tell some of those stories. And I've got some exhibitees prepared as well. Because I've been while it's been like whatever a week or whatever since my last live stream, I've been keeping a list and keeping all this stuff organized of like all the stuff that I'm going to do on the next live stream. So like I have all this stuff ready to go that I'm like, okay, we definitely have to watch this and talk about this. Anyways, I know, right? They should make a squirrel seal. That'd be amazing. Yeah, I saw that. This is a guilty verdict. Yeah, I saw that. I think she was already sentenced also. But I mean, I not really surprised about that, but so okay, so here we are with plaintiff's counsel wanting to bring a witness in to prove something that didn't even, I'm sure, the jury wasn't worried about it being proved, and just drawing more attention to the fact that maybe it's not true.
I don't need to call it that.
Okay.
That's all I wanted for.
I don't know.
Is it that certificate?
I don't know. My understanding of
I didn't watch it. I don't know. I could be wrong. Flash said thanks for spoiling it. I don't know. I'm assuming it's a guilty verdict. It was like on YouTube when I pulled YouTube up to pull this up, this that we're watching. It was like on your homepage. It like had like the thumbnails for Law and Crime or Court TV, like verdict, sentencing. That's all I saw. I didn't watch it. I don't know what it was, but I would assume it was guilty because I'm pretty sure they had a verdict and then they had another clip for sentencing. So, anyways.
Actually, as the plaintiff testified, he died, so I don't know why we need a receptionist.
I just want to say real quick in terms of the reason why it's so easy to assume it's probably a guilty verdict. As y'all know, that's like 99.9% of cases. What the stories that I have for you guys that I was just referencing from the end of October at work will blow your mind in terms of defeating the odds in a major way that is insane. So I can't wait to talk about it.
And testify that he died.
Because there's not something concrete that establishes that fact. Amanda Kelly also is a
Can we just say it's not in dispute?
Why not stipulate?
I don't have any evidence that he's in Jamaica living a high life. I mean,
Okay. Well,
if that resolves the issue, that's fine. We're not going to put on evidence that he's alive and hiding or something.
I will say this, Amanda Kelly also witnessed, when the witness came into their office, she saw the scar, she'd be testifying about things like that they had a medical file for her. There's a lot more involved that really Amanda Kelly would be beneficial for. So it's up to them. If they want to take that chance and have all that come out, that's what's coming. I'm willing to let that go and keep it simple because the court wants this to go fast. All I want is
I want you to go efficiently.
Correct, yes, Your Honor. All I'm asking is a simple request that Dr. Scher has died. Whether she saw him, didn't see him, that's coming through the plaintiff. But he's dead. He is dead.
Well, what proof? I mean, once you show defense counsel whatever proof you've got that he's dead, and then he can stipulate to it.
Yeah, but he's adding more to it. He's saying that she.
There is more. If Amanda Kelly.
Wait, that's not interrupted or I'm sorry.
He's adding a lot more that was never disclosed before. When he added Amanda, whatever her name is, in July, he said receptionist to Dr. Scher. That was it. Now he's saying that she's going to testify that she didn't see a scar on it. They have no medical records.
She's not done that.
They produce no medical records by Dr. Scher. So, I mean, this is a complete end around discovery. They never identified her in discovery. And if he's asking me to stipulate that he's dead, but adding all this baggage to it, if there's any deposition that should be taken, if there's going to be all that baggage, then the deposition should be of this witness.
I think he's saying he won't call her if you stipulate the doctor's dead. And you say you have proof.
Well, let me tell you, Your Honor, let me tell the court.
Look at Cardi B on this day, though.
Amanda Kelly was the office manager and the nurse. She's a licensed nurse who saw the patient together with Dr. Scher. It would have been great if Dr. Scher was alive, he could testify, produce his medical file. We're prejudiced because he's dead. The plaintiff treated with that doctor. That doctor's name, address, everything was disclosed and discovered. It wasn't hidden. They had it. So Amanda Kelly is going to testify
Oh my God, she has the hiccups again. That's amazing.
that one, this was our patient.
Name, it's my
in
favorite
2018.
to watch.
We had a medical file. Unfortunately, Dr. Scher died in 2021. I had no access to it. I did examine the patient with the Dr. Scher. I saw she had a scar. It looked to be within a few months of that date.
That's why he wants to do it, because of that part. It looked like she had a scar. That's why he wants this to come in. So it's not actually to prove that the doctor was dead. It's because the statement from the witness includes something about the fact that there was a scar, because it's in dispute whether or not there was ever anything wrong with her face.
They want all that to come
Besides her attitude she wears on her face, the plaintiff, I mean.
in. That's really helpful to me, but it's not that important that I'm willing, as a gesture of good faith, to let it go as long as they stipulate that Dr. Scher is in fact dead as of 2021. So that the jury understands that there's possibly no way that I could bring in Dr. Scher to speak about what he knows.
If counsel is saying that he's not going to call this witness, if we agree or stipulate that it is undisputed, then we don't dispute
Right.
that the doctor died. That's fine.
Okay.
I just don't want you extra back.
No extra back.
Okay.
But how would we
Or-
let the jury
I'll
know?
tell the jury.
When?
I can do it during jury. I can do it during instructions.
Yeah, I
can do
saw.
it.
I would like it.
Okay.
Well,
That Amanda Kelly was a witness to that fact.
I'm not going to say anything about that.
All right,
fine.
Okay.
and I would prefer the word disputed rather than stipulated, just because we don't know.
And what's the Dr. Scher's name?
John Scher, MD, and he was plaintiff's plastic surgeon, the first one
Okay.
in 2018.
Yeah, so in this case, right, even though it just finished fairly recently, the plaintiff already filed, I guess this just happened like today, just filed a motion for a new trial. I don't know how easy it is to get documents in California, but we'll try to find that, because that's going to be hilarious. Yeah.
Thank you.
And then what about these other folks?
So the issue with recalling the plaintiff again?
No, but who's Parsi?
Parsi is the receptionist, Dr. Azizulai. Dr. Azizulai has an office there, several floors down. But he happened to be
Again, this is him trying to get these witnesses. We talked about some in the last live stream. He wants these two witnesses to testify that were on a completely different floor and didn't witness anything of the altercation. And it seems like it's in controversy whether or not they were even working that day. But he really wants to have these witnesses come in for some reason. It's just craziness.
in that vicinity and learned of the disturbance and came upstairs with Parsi.
Yeah.
And Amanda Kelly we've already discussed, and Mike Schoaf was just another patient in the building.
And to what extent, if any, is there testimony cumulative? Do they all see the same thing?
It's the same like their Dr. Finke and their witness Malcolm. Then I would argue that that's cumulative, and they show only one.
I'm just asking you, are they cumulative? Did they see different things?
I don't know what they saw. I never deposed them. They never deposed them. It's the same like their two. It is exactly the same like their two witnesses. They have a doctor and a receptionist. I have a doctor and a receptionist. So if the court is going to limit me, I would ask that they limit them to one witness.
No, I'm not.
And it really is. Kitchens was spot on with the tit for tat thing. It really is like a toddler. Like, you know how like if you've got like siblings that are toddlers and like one kid is never interested in whatever, fill in the blank, right? Like they don't want a certain type of candy, whatever. There's something that they just don't want. They don't like, but then the sibling gets it, right? And then all of a sudden it's like, well, now I want it. That's literally what he's actually like saying that. It's crazy.
I just don't want the same two people to come in and offer the exact same testimony.
What if they did see the same thing? Why can't they say that?
Because it's cumulative.
But they're two separate
Because it's cumulative. You guys, how is this dude a lawyer?
witnesses that see the same thing.
And what benefit is there to it?
Because when more people testify to the same thing, it makes it more true.
Oh, okay.
Your Honor, we don't even
I mean,
know.
that's what.
He can't even tell you if it's cumulative because he's telling you he doesn't know what to say.
Yeah.
But they're going to say in general, they're going to say that the incident occurred the way that plaintiff says it occurred.
But they weren't there
How would they
They came
know?
upstairs.
during the incident at
No.
some point.
The same way their doctor showed up.
Fuck
These
off.
people.
I think
Come on.
it's a sufficient offer of proof, and
Here's what I'm willing to do. I would,
Sorry,
First time?
will you please admonish counsel not to interrupt.
Oh my God.
I would ask the same.
I don't think he has one. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Counsel said we didn't take their depositions, they weren't identified until then.
Sorry, we have to watch that again. This is insanity. This is insanity. The children.
Sufficient offer of proof, and
Here's what I'm willing to do. I would,
Sorry, first time?
will you please admonish counsel not to interrupt.
I would ask the same.
I don't think he has one. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Counsel said we didn't take their depositions. They weren't
I
identified.
love how the court says, I don't think he has. And then the plaintiff's counsel goes, says, thank you, Your Honor, as if the court was agreeing with him, which he wasn't. He was disagreeing.
Until the end of July. We referenced it until the end of July. So we had no chance to take the depositions.
If you want to propose, if you want them to testify, you can offer proof and specific as to what they saw and when they saw it.
I have no problem. I will contact them again. I cannot produce them today, but I will take that up.
Otherwise, proceed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is it fair?
All right, time for more Cardi B.
We have Ms. Almanzar is still on the stand. Ma'am, you're reminded you're still under oath? All right, and we are going to resume with direct exam under Evidence Code 776. Would you like to proceed, counsel?
Yes.
And just one note to anyone in the gallery, if you don't have a media badge, it's kind of proof by sheriffs, please do not use any cell phones, tablets, computers. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning. Thank you for coming back today.
You guys remember when I said this from day 1 and day 2 of this trial, since this is day 3? And he says that, I mentioned it before, that he says this at the beginning of every day in the trial. And he's talking to the jury. And it's just so fucking funny. Thank you for coming back today. It's like, it's so, one would think, is it because he has awareness of just how torturous it is for them to have to listen to his lawyering? But yeah, also clearly he lacks, any sense of self-awareness. So, by the way, I have a new surprise for you guys. I'm seeing if I can get it out of the box. Let's see here if I can get it. And maybe we'll see it in a second.
Good morning, Ms. Cardi.
Good morning.
So when we were discussing yesterday at the end, we were talking about the issue where you testified that Miss Ellis was recording you with her cell phone. Remember that?
Yes.
Do you know what type of cell phone she was using at the time?
I'm not quite sure. I just remember it was clear.
What color was the cell phone?
Oh, it had a case. It definitely had a case. But I'm not sure.
Do you know if the type of phone that she was using when she was recording you, would a light go on or would some kind of noise?
It didn't have a light. It didn't have a light.
Right. So if the cell phone was facing Miss Ellis, I'm assuming it was. Well, let me ask you that. Was the cell phone that you're talking about, was it facing you or was it facing Miss Ellis?
The camera was facing me. When I got off the elevator, her phone was here. Then when I was walking and she was behind me, and then she said, "Oh my God, y'all, Cardi B." I looked back and the camera was like right there, like practically on her chest type stuff. I'm like, "Yo, why are you recording me?"
Okay. And you've seen police officers where they have a camera on the front of them. Have you ever seen that where a police officer will have that?
I've never seen that, but that was her phone, not a camera.
I understand. But I'm saying, have you ever seen a security officer, a police officer have a special camera on their chest which records what occurs in front of them?
Relevant to it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she was recording you. I am asking you this question. If she was recording you, why does it matter?
Because she's a security guard and I'm going to a doctor's office. It definitely mattered.
You were causing a disturbance. Maybe
I
she
wasn't
wanted to
causing a
record you.
disturbance.
Time out. Let's not talk over
He's just arguing with her. I mean, objection. Counsel's testifying. Objection. Facts on evidence. Objection. Argumentative. I could go on. Also, is a perfect opportunity for me to debut the new surprise I was just mentioning, which I just got out of the box. So, let's hear that again, and then we will see what the surprise is. Whew.
Who is recording you? Why does it matter?
Because she's a security guard and I'm going to a doctor's office. It definitely mattered.
You were causing a disturbance. Maybe
I
she
wasn't
wanted to
causing a
record you.
disturbance.
Time out. Let's not talk over each other, number one. Wait for him to finish
Sorry.
asking the question.
Okay, so.
Do you own the building of 8920 Wilshire Boulevard?
No, I was walking.
Oh my God, that question. Her face is priceless here, though.
Time out. Let's not talk.
She's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, here we go. Surprise time. Oh, wait. Let me try this again. Okay, here we go. So this is the new screaming goat, as we all know and love the goat. This goat. There's now a Halloween goat, and the goat's wearing a costume. But guess what? And Kitsmits will know exactly why this is going to be the new favorite goat, because we got some Bach going on as well. So this is going to be a year-round goat because of the Bach toccata and fugue. I guess for the sake of accuracy, that's the toccata, not the fugue. But anyways, have you guys seen this? Because EDB has one. That's where I saw it. EDB has one. Oh my God, this goat is, and honestly, it's so much easier to press the button. Like, this goat is the best. I love it. And I get to be nerdy. That's right. Yep. It's a new goat. Y'all gotta see what this goat looks like. I'll pull up a picture and show you guys. This goat is amazing. So I think she has hair, Kat. It's just that it's underneath the wig. So, oh my God, this goat is so cute. Yes, is it the goat? GOAT? Yes, it is. Let me find a picture to show you guys. Hold on. Oh my God, it's so cute. Oh, apparently they sell at Target. Okay, here we go. I'll show you guys this goat so you can see how cute he is with his little outfit. Okay. Look his little outfit. And it did come with the little book just like this. I got mine on Amazon, but is that not the cutest one? So cute. And a lot easier to actually press the button. And I think it's actually louder as well. Maybe we should do one more time just for the appreciation of the goat. It's the goat. That's what it is. It's goat squared. It's goat squared. Double the goat. Goat. I mean, whoever had this idea, this is just brilliant. I just hope that they continue this. I hope this becomes a thing where they do all the different themes for the goat, and it is going to be the best. And yeah, we will have all of the goats. I know he's green, isn't it so cute? It's so cute. Double the goat, double the fun is right. Amazing. He's just so cute. Okay. So now back to the reason that we were all screaming in the first place. Right.
Talk over each other, number one. Wait for him to finish asking the question before you answer.
Do you own the building of 8920 Wilshire Boulevard?
No, I was walking
Why would anyone think she owns the building? Dude.
to a doctor's office.
Do you agree that you were a guest in that building? You were
Yes.
a visitor, correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
When a security officer tells you to leave, are you supposed to leave?
Objection.
Yes or no?
Sustained defense and answer.
Yeah, asked and answered and calls for a legal conclusion.
We covered this yesterday.
You were causing a disturbance in the building.
She started the disturbance.
Did you also?
Ma'am, if you have a question, please wait.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
That should
Which one?
Do you remember yesterday you said that there was a verbal altercation between the two of you? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. And an altercation is a fight, isn't it?
Again, they covered this yesterday, asked and answered. That's not what she said. She described it. Remember the whole, I have it's timestamped from the day two. Like she talked about a debate, like that whole thing. So now he's trying to turn altercation into a fight. This is crazy.
It's a verbal fight. You had a verbal fight with her.
Asked and answered.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Sustained.
You used the F word during that fight, didn't you?
Yes.
What other words? Did you-
Right.
Tell us in your own words what you said.
I said, bitch, get the fuck out of my face. Why are you in my face? Why are you recording me? Ain't you supposed to be security?
Tell it to
Why-
her now. Go ahead.
Huh?
Say it again. Say it.
Objection, Your Honor.
You want me to say it to
I
her
want
face?
you to tell it to her face what you said on that day so she can hear it for
The
herself.
objection is sustained.
And, Your Honor, do we have civility in the
Yeah.
courthouse?
Oh my God. Objection. Hold on. So objection unintelligible happened, but also mother of God, this part,
Tell it to her
Why?
now, go ahead.
Huh?
Say it again, say it.
Objection, Your Honor.
You want me to say it to
I
her
want
face?
you to tell it to her face what you said on that day so she can hear it for
The
herself.
objection is sustained.
And, Your Honor, can we have civility in the
Yeah,
courthouse?
why don't we just take the temperature down a little bit?
Do we have civility in the courtroom? I mean, it is, it's on another level with this Ron plaintiff's counsel. I don't even know what his actual name is except for Ron. Wow.
If you have factual questions to ask her, please do so. It's not the time to argue with her.
What were the words that you used when you got off the elevator to this security guard who's no longer a security guard at this time?
Objection, argumentative, and also covered yesterday.
It's been covered several times, so it's actually answered
Yeah.
questions the same.
What did you tell Emani Ellis yesterday?
You need one.
What were you holding in your hand at the time when you got off the elevator?
Objection, what's your argument?
Overruled.
Nothing, correct? You weren't holding anything, were you?
What the fuck? Why is he answering the question?
You had both of your hands free to do whatever you wanted to do, correct? Yes or no?
Objection, relevance.
Nothing you were trying to answer.
Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And if you wanted to scratch or cut her face with your right hand or your left hand, if you wanted to do it, you could have done it, correct?
But
You're
I
not
didn't.
disabled.
But I didn't because I had a baby inside me.
How did she
Oh
know?
my God, I forgot about this part. So this is where, here is the moment where this starts this entire whole chain of line of questioning that was not, like, this was not planned. This was not expected. Where now there's going to be a whole side quest about, is she disabled and what counts as disabled, and being pregnant, does that have a factor in terms of feeling disabled? Like, we're now on a side quest here with this.
Let's slow down the pace just a little bit before the opportunity to give objections and for the court reporter. What was the objection?
Argumentative, relevance.
Overruled.
And again, I would ask that counsel lower his voice. This isn't.
So, Your Honor, I was told yesterday that my voice was too low.
Oh my God, I forgot there's this part first though. Why is he no one asked for an explanation.
By others, so that's why it's a little bit.
No one said this. I can't.
So, Your Honor, I was told yesterday that my voice was too low by others, so that's why it's a little bit higher today, so that everybody can hear what I can say as well as the witness.
I think there's a difference between volume and tone. I think the
Yes, Judge. Yes. Thank you. Call him out.
volume was fine. The tone was a little bit argumentative.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. I apologize. I will try to do my best to tone it down. So again, I will ask you to tell us and admit to this fact.
If you're referencing,
You are not
this attorney who's talking right now, this is plaintiff's counsel, so not defense.
disabled, correct?
I'm not what?
Are you disabled?
At that moment, no.
No. Are you disabled?
Overruled.
Are you disabled? Yes or no?
At that moment, when you're pregnant, I'm very disabled. You want me to tell you
Okay,
things I can't do?
Fine. What was your disability on February 24th of 2018? What was your disability?
I was pregnant. I couldn't protect myself, even if I wanted to. She's like twice my size.
No problem, no problem. Let me ask you this. How
Counsel,
many
if you
months
ask a
pregnant
question,
were
you
you?
need to wait for the answer.
Okay.
You done, man?
How many months pregnant were you?
I was around 13 to 12 weeks.
Months? 4 months? 3 months? 3 to 4 months.
He can't do the math on that, guys.
Fair enough? Did you have a bulging belly?
No, I didn't.
You have a bulging belly?
Did Miss Emani Ellis know that you were pregnant?
Objection, calls for speculation.
Do you know if Emani Ellis knew that you were pregnant when you walked out of that elevator?
No, I didn't know. But she knows that I'm a patient. When you're a patient to go see a medical anything, you shouldn't even try to fight nobody. You don't know what disability they have.
Okay. Now let me ask you this question. When you say you were disabled, were you disabled in your upper extremity, your arms? Were your arms disabled?
Oh
The
my
reason I'm
God.
asking is I want to make it very clear for everybody that your arms can go up and down, and they could go up and down now, and they could go up and down on that day as
Insane.
well. You agree to this?
Objection, argumentative, ask and answer in a different way. And I guess that's fine.
I'll let you can answer this once. Please don't ask it again.
If my arms were disabled, no, my arms weren't disabled.
Can you raise your arms up?
Objection, Your Honor.
Can you? You don't have to do it physically. I'm saying, are you able to do it?
Yes.
And on that day, you were able to do it as well. Correct?
That's the answer.
If I wanted to, yes.
That's all I'm asking. aside from your disability of being 3 to 4 months pregnant, did you have any other disabilities?
No.
Do you have a disabled placard? Are you legally disabled
Oh, for fuck's sake!
in any way?
Why don't you move on, Council?
Yeah. Placard.
And the hoodie that you had on, what color was it? Was it black, white, yellow, purple, pink?
I really don't remember.
And was the hoodie over your head or
Yes.
no? You wore it for what reason over your head? To protect your identity?
It could be very. I don't really want people to recognize me. My hair not done. My makeup not done. I probably just woke up. A lot of reasons.
And when you went there in the afternoon at 1:30 p.m., had you just woken up at that moment? Well, shortly before 1:30 p.m. on a Saturday?
Objection of relevance.
Assistant.
So, you know what's so funny is y'all, I'm sure, know the reason he asked that, right? This is not probative. This has nothing to do with anything. He just saw an opportunity to try to see if he could make her look bad in front of the jury by suggesting there's some problem if she had just woken up or whatever before that appointment. But what I love is that she actually starts thinking and trying to remember if she just woke up. Like, she doesn't take offense to it. Like, she doesn't get offended or think like he's being, you know, whatever. And she doesn't get defensive. She doesn't get combative. She just like is trying to actually remember. And
When you went to the building at 1:30 p.m., were you fasting or you had eaten something before you went to see the doctor?
Assistant.
Now, when you saw Miss Emani Ellis and you got out of the elevator, I'm not asking who did what. I'm asking, was there any contact between you and her of any kind? What that means is fingers to
Right.
fingers,
that's right.
shoes to shoes, knees to knees. Any contact between you and Emani Ellis of any kind. Was there? Yes or no?
No.
So she didn't touch you, correct?
No.
So if somebody comes here and testifies that she did do something to you physically, you disagree with that testimony, or you will, correct?
She didn't touch me.
Okay.
She didn't get to touch me. No. She was going to touch me, but she didn't get to touch
When you
me.
say she was going to touch you, how do you know that? You
Because
assume?
we were chest to chest at one point.
So then your chest did touch, right?
I'll say that, but you did say when I got off the elevator.
Okay.
We,
Look at her
we
go.
walked a little bit.
Look
That's
at
when we
her
got
go.
chest to chest. When we got off the elevator, we didn't do no contact.
I understand. So here's how we're gonna do this. The date of the incident is February 24th of 2018. You agree?
Yes.
Now I'm gonna talk to you about the whole day. Not just the minute you got off the elevator. When I say
Oh my
the whole
God.
day, from the moment you got off the elevator, you saw Emani Ellis.
I mean, they went through this on day 2. Yes, in terms of the trial, when it was happening, it would have been yesterday. He just wants to go through it all again.
Had your fight with her, whether it's verbal or not. At some point, she went away or you went away.
Mhm.
So during that segment of time of your
Yes.
life, which was how many minutes in your opinion? 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute?
It was probably like a minute 45. It was so quick. It was really quick.
Perfect. So
Right.
From during the 1 minute and 45 seconds.
No. I didn't say 1 minute.
You know,
45
we haven't had a question yet. Please raise one that's intelligent.
Oh.
During the few minutes or
Oh
1
my
minute.
God, he said, please phrase one that's intelligible. Did he watch Camille Vasquez? Is he referencing that? Because it's really funny because I literally said that earlier of the objection unintelligible. Holy shit.
We haven't had a question yet. Please raise one that's intelligible.
Yep.
During-
He literally said that word. Huh.
The few minutes or 1 minute or whatever
That's gotta
minutes
be
it
a-
was that you were with Emani
Come
Ellis.
on, Camille.
During that period of time of your life and her life, during that segment, just hold us now, during that time period, at some point, you were chest to chest. You agree?
Yes.
There was physical contact between her chest and your chest, correct?
Yes.
When you have the chest to chest contact, at that moment, were you angry?
I was mostly nervous.
Were you angry?
Yes, I was angry.
How angry were you?
It depends on the level of angry, to be honest with you.
Let's talk about the levels.
Oh, Lord.
I'm gonna go from a scale of 1 to 10.
Oh, for
On
fuck's
the
sake.
scale of 1 to 10, what was the level of your anger when you were chest to chest with this person
Objection.
on the day of the incident?
Objection taken.
Assistant.
You were at a high level of anger when you were chest to chest with her.
No.
Objection recommended.
I don't think I was like on a high level of angry. I was more on a high level of concern, very concerned.
And why were you concerned?
Because I'm pregnant and this girl's about to fucking beat my ass.
Why does he ask? Why is he even asking that question? What did he think? Okay, what did he think she could possibly say to answer that question that would be good for his client or anything less than disastrous? Like, he goes, why were you concerned? What do you think? Why are you asking that question? What answer do you think she's going to say? First of all, it's common sense why she was concerned. But beyond that, why is he asking this question? But her response though is she's like, dude, I love it.
I was more on a high level of concern, very concerned.
And why were you concerned?
Because I'm pregnant and this girl's about to fucking beat my ass. Hello?
Hello. Hello, I'm here.
Oh my God. There it is. There it is. Wow.
Ass. Hello?
Hello. Hello, I'm here. So when she was
One of the weirdest fucking moments in a trial. What's the word for that? Of what he's doing there, because he knows exactly what he knows what she means by that. And he's responding again. It's very childish and immature. There's a word for that though. And I can't think of it. It's like a type of passive, it's like a category of passive aggressiveness that it's like one of those descriptions that they would use for like strategies for like narcissists and stuff, like, you know, a type of gaslighting type of thing. A way to, what is the word I'm looking for? Yeah, it's placating. But there's another word for it. It's also like, I think in a category of it's like a logical fallacy. But it's like a feigned logical fallacy. To try to pretend like you don't know what she meant. I even at the time, I remember being like, oh, what is the word I'm looking for this behavior? And I hope it'll come to mind because there's something specific. But anyways, yeah, I mean, it's not straw man. Not a false equivalency. Feigned ignorance is definitely, I mean, that it is that. That is definitely one of the things. It is definitely feigned ignorance. Definitely feigned ignorance. But it's like when you take that and you use it as a strategy to try to gain some sort of advantage over the other person. It's something that, like, people that are in like, like abusive relationships, like, verbally, like, what is the word I'm looking for? False. I don't even know what that is. Syllogism. Yeah, I mean, gaslighting, definitely in the category of gaslighting. A straw man argument is when, like, you swap whatever the argument or whatever the real issue is of something that's being debated. They do it in politics all the time too. Like, and when they do like debates and stuff, it'll happen there. But like, so it's like when you're, whatever the issue is, like whether if we're in the court, like a legal issue, whatever, or a fact, whatever the issue is, it's like you swap it for something else that's not the issue and make that the issue. We might even see a good example of it here in this trial going forward, and I'll point it out. But I'm trying to think of a good example. I feel like there's probably a lot of that in Karen Reed also. Yeah, like with Breenan. We saw it a lot with Breenan, right? Where like the defense would raise an issue, like pre-trial or like, outside the presence of the jury, the defense would raise an issue. And like, especially a lot of times I remember it'd be like Leslie arguing, right? And there'd be like, these are the issues, right? Outline. But yeah, this is a great example. I'm sure you guys will know exactly what I mean, because he would outline this is the issue, this issue, this issue. And then Breenan would get up and not address any of those, but then address what he thinks are issues even though he's not the moving party, and address it as if that was what was just brought up by the defense. And in a way that's almost like so like trying to be so convincing as if to brainwash you into thinking that that was what was actually said. Like, you know, like let's just say that Alessi's, you know, arguing point A, point B, point C, and then Breenan is supposed to then, you know, address those same points in the same fashion, but then he gets up and he's acting as if he's addressing points A, points B, points C, but instead he's swapping them with D, E, and F and acting like they're the same points so that he's not actually addressing what was brought up. And then, but Judge Bev always just went right along with it. That's like kind of, I guess, an example. Anyways. Yeah, Google it. Let us know what you find. Okay.
Going to
weaponized ignorance. Yeah.
What did she do to have you believe that she was going to beat you? What did she do?
She was on my face, chest to chest, and while we arguing, she's backing me. So we practically arguing, and I'm backing, and she's like walking forward.
Aggressor.
Right. And she's you said she's bigger than you, is that correct?
Absolutely.
How do you know that?
I mean,
I have eyes.
I don't agree with that. What is your basis for saying she's physically bigger, she's taller?
I mean, you have a medical record,
I don't
right?
have anything. I want to ask you the question.
I mean, I was 130 pounds at that time.
So she's overweight, right? In your opinion.
Objection, relevant.
She's a little.
You don't need to answer that.
Okay. Did you make fun of her that she was overweight when you were there in the hallway?
I don't think so.
Did you call her fat?
No, I was calling her a bitch.
Bitch?
Yes.
Do you think that's respectful to call a security guard a bitch?
Objection. Relevant.
Is that how you talk to everybody?
Objection.
Now, you said you felt, I don't know the words. Let's go back to it. Did you feel scared, threatened, afraid at the moment your chest was touching?
Concerned.
You were scared?
Absolutely.
And you had your cell phone on you, right?
I did, but she's in my face.
That's fine.
Just focus on the question and just answer the
Did you
question.
use your cell phone to call Karan Newton, your security guard, who was downstairs, or the police?
Objection.
Did you call anybody? For help.
Over.
Also, this was asked and answered from the day from the previous day.
When I got inside the doctor's office and I said, like, on the little bed thing, I told him, yo, you wouldn't even believe what just happened. Meet me downstairs when I leave. I'm gonna call you when I leave.
If you were really scared, really afraid,
Oh my God.
isn't it true that you could have called your security guard to come upstairs and help you? Or you could have called the police. That was a possibility because you had your phone in your hand, correct?
Objection. Compound mischaracterizes the testimony that the phone was in your hand.
Sustained.
You had your phone in your pocket on the date of the incident?
Objection, relevant.
Sustained.
Can we agree that you didn't call your security guard to help you after the incident, correct? To help you. You did call him, but you didn't call him to come upstairs.
I apologize, I understand. Mischaracterizes the testimony.
Over.
I didn't call him to help me. It was already done. It was done.
Okay, now let's talk about the fingernail. Okay? Fingernail.
Oh my God, again? This is like the fourth
Well,
time that this has come up in this. Oh my God.
I want to show
Really?
a couple of things about the fingernails. So this side of the ruler, okay, is
Oh.
2 centimeters.
We covered this
You need to bring it closer. Can you
No.
see it from it?
Objection, Your Honor, you went over this yesterday.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
2 centimeters. You know the size of 2 centimeters? How big it is?
Ask and answer,
I
yes.
have like an understanding of how it would be. Yeah.
2 centimeters, a
Apparently
little
got
bit less than an inch.
a ruler.
Now, Miss Emani Ellis had a scar to her face of 2 centimeters long, and she received plastic surgery for that. And my question to you is, did you at any time see a scar on Miss Emani Ellis's face, or a cut, or a scrape, at any time during the time of the incident?
Oh my God.
No.
What a dumb.
And she couldn't get a scratch from me because I didn't touch her.
I understand that's what you're saying. I get it. Did you look at Miss Emani Ellis's left cheek at any time during the incident? Did you specifically look for that because you thought there might be a scar on her face, or did you not look?
Compound and relevance.
Assisting.
Yeah.
Did you look at Miss Emani Ellis's face when you were arguing with her at the time of the incident?
I was looking at her face, but I wasn't looking like she got a pimple on her face. No, I wasn't looking at her details or anything.
So if she had a scar on her face or cut, you wouldn't be able to know because you weren't focusing on it, correct?
Objection, counsel, expert testimony, relevance.
Assisting. Counsel, choose the fact witness. She didn't see a scar. 121. Yes, sir.
I know, right, Flash?
You testified yesterday that when you go to get your nails done, you tell your nail person to be careful not to make your nails too sharp. You remember saying that?
Yes.
Do you tell them that every time you go to get your nails done?
Objection, relevance.
Assisting.
Did you tell your nail person that before you had your nails done, just before this incident?
I didn't have to because of the shape. So the shape that I had that week, it wasn't like a shape that is like harming. It was like a square coffin shape. So it didn't have like no points or like sharp edges and stuff like that. I mean, there's pictures of me of that week everywhere. So
Do you have a picture now with you? Do your attorneys have it?
yes,
The nails that you have on now, are they sharp and pointy?
I don't consider them that. No,
You consider them pointy?
no,
Can those nails that you have on now, can they become sharp to the point where they could cut somebody if you were to scratch them?
Relevance.
Assisting.
Become sharp?
Did you see any skin or any blood underneath your fingernail
Oh
after
my
the
god.
incident?
Oh my god.
Any of your fingernails?
there was no physical incident for me to even see nothing like that.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm saying if you saw anything.
No,
No.
Okay.
Why is he
Did
asking that question?
any of your fingernails break after the incident?
Oh my god.
no,
All 10 of them were in perfect condition?
yes,
When you
See,
went
it's
to-
really just filibustering, right? Because it's like, of course she's gonna. You guys, I mean, it's like in trials, even if the person, let's take a murder trial, right? Let's just say somebody asked them that question: did you have blood on your clothes after you left, right? And like, let's say it's a situation where the person did the thing, they had blood on their clothes. If they're being asked that, they're gonna say no. It's like, of course she's gonna say no. And in this case, it's actually the truth. Like, he's just asking these questions that only bolster her defense. And it's like the filibustering. I think it actually gets worse with the filibustering here.
To see the doctor, Dr. Finke. Did he look at your fingernails? Did he go over that with you?
no,
Did you even bring it up to him?
no. I just told him like, "Cause this is your security. This is your security."
Besides your chest to chest touching, did anything else touch?
No,
Okay. And you're a firstborn child?
to my
Relevant.
knowledge, yes.
Okay. And you have other siblings,
Relevant.
other brothers and sisters. Right?
Mhm.
Is that a yes, ma'am? Is that a yes?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay. And as you testified yesterday that the baby in your stomach that was 4 months or 3 to 4 months old was your first child, correct?
Mhm.
And you've had other children, correct?
After, yes.
You know the relevance.
Assisting.
Yeah. We've not gotten there yet, Kit Schmidt.
Okay. Now, back to the words. I asked you yesterday if you used the N-word, if you called Miss Emani Ellis the N-word. You said you did not, correct?
No, I didn't.
But you've said that word before.
Wait, did he actually say it? Hold on, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that part. But I was thinking about the part where he said he commented at what was it? Did you have a bulging belly? There was that one. Hold on.
You know the relevance.
Assisting.
3 to 4
Oh, there-
months old. Testified yesterday
There
that
it is.
the baby in your stomach that was 4 months or 3 months.
Right, there, it happened so fast. There it is. Oh my god.
As you testified yesterday that the baby in your stomach that was 4 months or 3
Incredible. Yeah, I mean, clearly he knows nothing about women, right? I mean,
3 to 4 months old was your first child, correct?
Mhm.
And you've had other children, correct?
After, yes.
You know the relevance.
Assisting.
Okay. Now, back to the words. I asked you yesterday if you used the N-word, if you
Oh my
called Miss
God.
Emani Ellis the N-word. You said you did not, correct?
No, I didn't.
But you've said that word before in your lifetime, correct?
Objection, relevance.
Assisting.
And in your music, you actually say it many times, correct?
Objection,
Oh my
relevance.
God, no.
Do you know what the word ghetto means?
Oh my God.
Assisting.
Relevance.
Did Miss Emani Ellis call you ghetto?
I don't remember.
If someone called you ghetto, would that make you angry?
Objection, relevance.
Overruled.
Me?
Yeah.
If somebody calls me ghetto, it depends on how you're using it, but I don't really feel offended if you call me ghetto.
Did Emani Ellis tell you that you're stupid?
Your Honor, relevance.
I
Overruled.
really don't remember. She did. She was cursing at me though.
What were the words that she used?
You're gonna get the fuck out of my building. You're gonna get the fuck out of my building. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And then it's like when I was telling her, it's like, why you recording me? She's like, it's my fucking phone. It's my phone. You're in my building. That's what she was telling me. And she was like, yeah. She also was saying like, cause I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck who you are.
And do you remember her telling you that?
I remember that.
Those exact words?
Yes.
And did that make you angry?
Oh my God, we cussed y'all.
Yes.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Okay. When you get angry, you black out and maybe not realize what happens next.
What the
Your Honor,
fuck?
relevance.
Assisting.
Do you know if you blacked out on the day of the incident at any time?
Absolutely. I think
Assisting.
What?
And when you were yelling back and forth, and you were speaking and yelling and screaming, you were, correct?
see?
You were yelling and screaming at each other,
Yes.
correct? And you're doing that. Did your spit come out of your mouth and go onto Emani Ellis?
I don't think so. No.
But it's possible, right?
Objection.
Because when you're speaking, sometimes you use many, many words, the spit comes out, correct?
Objection.
You agree with this?
Unprovoked objections.
Well, relevance, Your Honor.
Overruled.
Laughing.
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I don't think it'd be happening. I don't know.
Could it be that Miss Emani Ellis was not recording you with her phone? Is that a possibility?
Objection, called for speculation.
Assisting.
Aside from what you've just told us now about the recording, is there anything else that you have? Any other testimony about how you know Miss Emani Ellis was recording you with her phone?
She told me when I told her why you recording me, she said, "Oh, my bad." Practically apologized.
It's an admission.
Did she apologize to you?
Admission.
If you say, "Oh, my bad," when I'm telling you why you're recording me, to me that means you're recording me,
Yeah.
and it's right there, right now. It's on my face,
Well,
not on my face, literally on my face. I'm trying to be as detailed as possible, but she had it right here on her chest, like this.
and when Miss Emani Ellis told you to leave the building, you refused to leave, correct?
Correct.
And at that point, you were trespassing, correct?
Objection, Your Honor.
Oh my
Assisting.
God.
Where did you go? Did you leave the building? Did you go to your doctor's office?
Again.
Where did you go next?
To my doctor's office.
And where did Miss Emani Ellis go?
I don't know.
Did she see you walk into the doctor's office?
Objection, called for speculation.
Assisting.
Did you see Miss Emani Ellis when you walked into your doctor's office?
Did I saw her?
Right.
We was arguing. The receptionist came out.
Here we go.
She got in between us. They were like, kind of like, she was like trying to calm her down. The doctor was already coming out. He was like, go to my office. I'm like, after that, I just went to his office and I never seen her again.
And when this, how long after, from the moment you saw Miss Emani Ellis, how long after did the doctor think he come out of his office? Was it
Oh my God.
in the middle, towards the end? Can you give us an estimate of time?
You repeat that a little better?
So
She's
just
like,
for argument's
ask
sake,
a real question
I'm gonna
that is in some way something that makes any type of sense that can be answered.
estimate the time was 2 minutes. I'm not saying it was, it could have been half a minute, just for argument. So during the 2 minutes that you and her were outside in the hallway, screaming at each other, whatever you were doing, for those 2 minutes, how long after the 2 minutes, or sorry, how long from the beginning of the 2 minutes to the end did Dr. Finke come in? So he could have came in at 59 seconds, 119 seconds, 1 second. Do you understand my question?
But it wasn't.
No, objection, unintelligible, objection, vague, objection, compound AF. Objection, also he's testifying, counsel's also testifying. Objection, relevance.
2 minutes.
Hold on,
Though.
sorry.
I mean,
Oh,
for those 2 minutes, how long after the 2 minutes, or sorry, how long from the beginning of the 2 minutes to the end did Dr. Finke come in? So he could have came in at 59 seconds, 119 seconds, 1 second. Do you understand my question?
no.
But it wasn't 2
Hold
minutes
on,
though.
sorry. Time out.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
It wasn't.
I'll withdraw the question.
All right.
All right, let's do it again.
No.
How many seconds? I need to know this. How many seconds were you and Miss Emani Ellis in the hallway? Let's just pick a time. You pick.
We've already done this.
I'll say from like the beginning all the way to like walking down, it had to be like a minute or less.
Okay. And you say walking down, you mean walking into Dr. Finke's office or leaving the building?
Excuse me?
When you say walking down where?
Remember, I got off the elevator, so I'm walking, trying to find the room, the office. So in between that was like the minute there. Like I like the verbal dispute, it had to be like 20 seconds of that
Fine. When did Dr. Finke come out of his office?
at the end.
When it was all done, correct?
Well, when Tiara was calming down, she was still like screaming and like trying to explain herself to Tiara. I just walked away.
All right. When
That's my thought.
you got off the elevator, was there anyone else in that hallway or in that vicinity?
No.
And how long did it take before Tiara came out?
How long did it take?
And that's Tiara Malcolm.
Yes.
What's your best estimate?
40 seconds at most, or like 50 seconds, like around there. I don't know.
So you and Miss Emani Ellis
Mhm.
were alone for approximately 40 to 50 seconds before anybody came out into the hallway.
Yes.
And in those 40 to 50 seconds, anything could have happened,
No.
Objection.
right?
Assisting.
You could have scratched her face. You could have cut her face in those 40 seconds.
Counsel, we're not going to engage in speculation. If you have fact questions, ask her. All right, please do so.
When you had the fingernails on that day, what color were the fingernails? Do you remember?
They were like
Green?
no,
Green.
they were like orangey.
And you said that there were some kind of flat, I don't know, stones on them?
Yes,
Were those flat stones on all 10
No.
fingernails?
Wait.
most likely. Yes.
Why is he saying stones and flat stones? He knows what a rhinestone is. He used the word rhinestone on day 2. Why is he saying stones? Is this his new? This is just where we're at, right? Trying to just gaslight the jury into being like, okay, well, we tried the whole thing about are rhinestones sharp? Were they flat? Da da da. Let's try it again on the next day, and instead, we're just going to call them stones, and let's just think we're going to pretend the jury's dumb enough to think that people would have their nails done and would have actual stones glued to their nails, and that they're going to just fall for this and be like, oh yeah, definitely the plaintiff wins because she had stones on her nails. That makes total sense.
The 10 fingernails all the same size and had the same exact stones on them?
Mhm.
So if there was one stone,
Yes, ma'am?
Yes.
if there was one stone, it would be one stone times 10? Or is one might have 3 stones, another one may have 1 stone?
Oh, for
Do the
fuck's
stones change?
Objection. Vague and ambiguous, false or speculation.
Assisting.
What do you call them? The things that you said yesterday, what did you call them
sake.
that were on your fingernail?
Flat rhinestone.
Flat rhinestones.
Mhm.
Were any of them sharp?
Not if they're flat, they're not sharp. If they're like 3D, like popping up, they sharp. But if they're flat, they're not sharp.
Okay. And do you ever wear the ones that are 3D?
Objection, relevance.
Assisting.
Were you wearing the ones that were 3D on the date of the incident?
No, they were flat. Ask the
No.
answer.
At
Oh
any
my
time.
God, stop it.
And how do you know that those rhinestones that are 3D, how do you know they're sharp? Why did you just tell us that?
What?
Counsel, why are we talking about things
Yes.
that testify should wear?
Do you remember how many rhinestones were on each
Oh
fingernail?
my
It
God.
was 1, 2, or 3.
Objection, that's the answer.
Assisting.
You need to get admonished here in a sec, I bet.
Aside from that day, the date of the incident, which was February 24th of 2018, aside from that day, have you ever seen Miss Emani Ellis either before or after that day?
No, honest truth, I wouldn't even recognize. Like I totally forgot how she looked until I came here again. Like
Well, isn't everything you just told us the honest truth?
yes,
Oh my God.
Now, when Miss Tiara Malcolm came outside, she came outside with about 40 to 50 seconds, and she came out first, right?
mm-hmm.
How long after that?
Yes.
How long after that piece did the doctor come out? Because he came out after her, right? They didn't come out together, did they?
Tiara?
I withdraw.
Okay.
Piece of time. But anyway,
Oh my God.
when Tiara Malcolm came outside, did she come by herself or with the doctor or someone else?
She came out by herself.
So how long after she came out did the doctor come out?
Good
She
job.
came out like 4 to 5 seconds later, 3 seconds later.
When Tiara Malcolm came outside, how did she get between the two of you if you were chest to chest?
She literally she was like, "What are you guys doing? What's going on? Like, what's going on?" And then she was like, "This bitch just fucking hit me. This bitch just hit me. I'm about to fuck her up." And I'm just like, I was so confused because it's like, no, I didn't. Like, I didn't hit you. And then that's when like Finky came out, and he's like, what's going on? Go to my office. So I just like went to his office and stuff like that. Like that's it. It's done.
Right, but you testified that Tiara Malcolm at some point was in between the two of you.
Yes.
You got a hamburger bun with a hamburger.
Yeah.
She was
Oh
a
my God.
hamburger, and the two of you were the buns, correct?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
How did the hamburger get inside the bun?
I'm not sure
I don't have any words. I'm just gonna keep playing it.
if I gave her space or one of us gave her space. She wasn't like really like in. She was just like, "What are you guys doing? What is this?" And then she just got in the middle because she just was like going crazy. I don't know where she just turned up like.
And you just testified now that Emani Ellis was yelling that you hit her,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
She was saying that,
Hmm.
and you didn't hit her.
No.
Did you take a swing at her?
No.
When Miss Tiara Woods was in between the two of you, did you try to take a swing over Miss Tiara Woods?
No.
How tall are you?
So I don't know who Tiara Woods is, but
Tiara Malcolm, I call her. Tiara Malcolm. How tall are you? How tall are you?
How tall I am?
Yeah.
5'3".
Okay, how about on that day of the incident when you had your shoes on? Were they flats? Were they heels? What were
Oh, slightly flats.
they? So, and do you know how tall Miss Emani Ellis is?
No.
When you were standing face to face, were your eyes like the same level? Or did she look taller? Did she look shorter? What is your recollection?
She we was face to face, so she's practically like my height, or just a much taller, but she was practically my height. But she is like
Mm-hmm.
What? Hey,
Oh my God.
security heavy.
That
what does security heavy mean?
very.
Just tell us. There's no harm. What does that mean?
Like she just looks a little like she could protect a building type big. You know what I'm saying? She just
Right.
look.
The thing is this is I have mad respect for her because this would not like I remember when this was asked. I remember when this happened and he was asking these questions and I'm like, how do you say this in a way that couldn't be even remotely construed as being like body shaming, name calling, whatever, right? Like, how do you get around? And it already came into evidence when the plaintiff was testifying that her medical records said she was obese. But anyway, nonetheless, he's trying to trick her into saying something to make her look bad, right? And I'm like thinking, God, how would one even answer this in a way that is completely, what's the word I'm looking for? Like unarming for his strategy, right? Like it's just, but she like, this is just, I'm so impressed. And this is very well said. Like, I mean, yeah.
Security heavy.
Mm-hmm.
What does security heavy mean?
He's trying to trick her and bait her into saying, you know what?
Just tell us. There's no harm. What does that mean?
Like she just looks a little like she could protect a building
You go, girl.
type big. You know what I'm saying? She just
Right.
looked more
Well done.
developed than me.
And aren't security guards to be more developed than you?
Objection, relevant.
assistant.
Did you at any time tell Miss Emani Ellis that you were pregnant?
No.
That building, you agree, is not Cedars-Sinai Hospital, correct?
Objection by submission. Also, this was covered.
I withdraw the motion. The building you were in was a medical building, correct?
Yes.
But it wasn't a hospital.
Cover. No, was it a medical building?
Was it a hospital?
No.
And there's all type of different tenants that are in the building, right?
Objection by submission.
She just said it was a medical building. And she said yes. And now he's like, there's all different types of people that are working in there. It's a medical building.
Do you know if there were other tenants that had offices in that building?
Objection, Rollins.
You were on the 5th floor, correct?
Yes.
And when you were walking down the hall, there were other doors there, correct? It wasn't just Dr. Finke. There was other different offices there, correct?
Objection, Rollins.
Sustained.
When you were getting angry, did you believe that your anger would harm your baby?
Oh my God, what the fuck?
When you went to see Dr. Finke, did you tell him, I got so angry right now, something happened, whatever you told it, is it harmful to my baby? Did you ask him?
No. He's scratching straws and filibustering.
Earlier,
This just reminds me a lot of Elaine and Deputy Heard, right? Where it's like he's out of questions. He's been out of questions, right? He's just recycling the same stuff and making things up. But it just reminds me of in Deputy Heard when Elaine keeps getting objected to right towards the end of I guess it's when Amber returns to the stand and everything is objectionable and it's like over and over. And then there's like it was right at the end of the whole line. It's the end of whatever that was. I guess it would have been this long direct examination. And then and Elaine is like, I'm trying, Your Honor. And it's just like the struggle is so real. And then there's like this really long pause. And it's like Judge A is like, okay, your next question. And then there's like long pause. And then Elaine's like, I don't think I have any more questions, Your Honor. That's what this is like, except he's gonna keep talking.
well, I'll withdraw that. Did you post anything about the incident of February 24th, 2018 on the internet?
Objection, Rollins.
I think I said something because around that time she did went live and said something and my fans caught it and she was just practically saying like all of these lies about me and stuff like that. And I was like, I did not touch that girl at all. I never really got into details about it.
And when she was posting things, she was telling other people that you assaulted her or hit her or did something physical, correct?
Objection, Rollins.
Yes.
And then you replied and posted things as well, correct?
Yes.
Do you remember what you posted?
I don't think I posted something. I'm not even sure if it was a comment or like if I did like a live or something. It had to be quick. I was like, that's a fucking lie. Fuck out of here. Trying to get some money.
Ooh, let's go.
I said, that's a fucking lie.
Like,
fuck out of here.
what is wrong with him? He's like, can you repeat that? What is wrong with him?
What was that?
I said, that's a fucking lie. Fuck out of here. Just trying to get some money.
Who's trying to get some money?
She is.
How do you know that?
Because she sued me for $24 million.
Did you sue her?
No.
Could you have sued her?
Objection, Rollins.
Yeah. I mean, I think she's good at it. Yeah. Flash.
Did you ever apologize on those internet or emails or whatever you posted? Did you ever on the posts apologize for anything that you did that day?
Objection, Rollins.
Do you feel by using all those words you should have apologized?
Objection, Rollins.
Are you aware that your security guard spoke to Emani Ellis in the lobby shortly after this incident? Are you aware of that?
Explanation.
There's no evidence.
I'm not aware of that. He didn't tell me he talked to her.
Are you aware that your security guard, Karan Newton, on the day of the incident, apologized to Miss Ellis on your behalf?
Objection.
Assisting.
Did your security guard tell you that he apologized to Miss Ellis on your behalf at any time?
Objection. Asked and answered. Argumentative. Last time.
Assisting.
Have you ever been assaulted and battered in your life?
Objection.
Oh my God.
Have you ever been abused in your life?
Counsel, if you're out of
I feel like I'm being assaulted and battered right now, but listen to the judge is like, I'm done.
Been battered in your life?
Objection, Your Honor.
assisting.
Have you ever been abused in your life?
Counsel, if you're out of questions, you can pass.
Here it is. Thank you.
Did you know that by your actions, you took away the feeling of safety for Emani Ellis?
All right. Counsel,
Yes,
are
sir.
you done?
I have a few more questions.
No.
Have them be fact-based.
Yes, sir. And do you agree that this incident, which we're talking about, why we're all here today, occurred 7.5 years ago? Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Okay, and that's 2,741 days ago,
Objection.
based on my math.
Who cares?
Relevant, Your Honor.
Assisting.
I don't
How do you remember all of these details that you gave us from 2,741 days ago?
Objection. That's 2 days.
Over.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember like the basics. I don't remember like the whole. I remember the basics. Like it was.
Yeah, there's been a lot of questions that he asked her that she was like, I don't remember. Like, why would I remember that? So he's clearly just ignoring that. I mean, again, this is objectionable because misstating his testimony, but whatever.
But it's not really much to remember. It was a in and out thing.
That's right. 525,600 minutes. I'm surprised you know that, Kits. How do you measure a year? Or you could even switch that up and we could go back to the reference from earlier about plaintiff's counsel's the size of his dick being less than 2 centimeters. How do you measure? Anyway, y'all can figure that out.
All right. And have you ever used your nails to scratch yourself? Like if you get a bug bite? Have you ever done that?
The actual stuff.
Assisting.
Did you have any jewelry on you at the time of the incident, whether it was on your hands or your neck?
Objection. Asked and answered. Relevant.
Assisting.
When you were in the hallway, did you block Miss Ellis from leaving? Even if it was for 1 second.
No.
Did she block you from leaving?
Yes. She blocked me from moving. She was right in my face. She was right in my face.
Okay. And when you were standing there, were you facing Dr. Finke's office or a different side? Do you understand the question?
No.
Objection. Negative.
I withdraw the question. When this whole thing happened, did you start to move around in a circle, or were you standing physically the
I mean,
same
he's
spot?
totally covered this a million times, but you know.
Objection. Asked and answered. I think you covered it.
Assisting.
When you say that she was blocking you, were you facing towards Dr. Finke's office? Yes?
Objection. Asked and answered.
Assisting.
Karan Newton, how long was he your security guard as of the date of the incident? For how long?
Assisting.
Would you consider yourself a peaceful person?
Objection. Relevant.
Assisting.
And after you saw Dr. Finke, you spent about 15 minutes with him, you left the building, correct?
Yes.
When you left the building, did you see Emani Ellis as you were exiting?
No.
Did you see your security guard downstairs?
Yes.
He was in the lobby area waiting for you?
Asked and answered.
Assisting.
Okay. And when you left the building, you went to the parking lot, or was the car waiting for you outside?
Objection. Relevant.
Assisting.
aside from Tiara Malcolm and Dr. Finke and Emani Ellis, who were in that hallway, were there any other people there?
No.
Did any other doctors come up to that floor?
No.
You're sure?
Absolutely.
How are you sure?
Objection.
Sustained.
When you were in the 5th floor, did anybody come from the stairwell up to hear what happened? If you know, do you know if anyone did?
Apologize. I thought you were done.
I'll withdraw it. I will ask it differently. When you were up there outside the hallway with Emani Ellis, did you see anyone else, whether it was a security guard, another doctor, or someone else, come up from the stairwell, which was close to the elevator area?
Objection. Ask the answer.
Sustained.
I forgot to ask you one thing about when you were chest to chest. Did you ever touch Emani Ellis's face or nose with your finger?
What the actual fuck?
You never touch her nose like this?
Oh my God.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so we're going to take our morning
Ah.
recess. I'm going to start back up at
Thank God. Okay, morning recess, and then I guess she's going to be technically cross-examined, right? Or no, let's see here. No, she doesn't get cross-examined by her own counsel. Right, we have a new witness. Woo!
order witness. At this point in time, we're going to suspend the testimony of Ms. Almanzar in order to call.
I'm just kidding. Well, that's right, because they called this witness out of order. Okay, so maybe she does get cross-examined by her own counsel, but that's right. So they're calling. So this is, I believe, this is the receptionist. Because remember, I was listening to this most of the time, not watching it, because I had it on like oftentimes like in the background at work. And so I believe though that this is yep, Tiara Malcolm. This is some of the most crucial testimony, man. She killed it.
Defense witness out of order. So we're going to suspend the plaintiff's case in chief at this point in time. We're going to call a defense witness. And who is that going to be?
Your Honor, it's going to be Tiara now.
All right, thank you.
Now, if I can please have you sign right next to the court. Right over here. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly state that the testimony you may give in the cause now pending before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. May I please have you state and spell your first and last name for the record?
Tiara Malcolm. Spell it.
Yes, please.
Tierra, Malcolm, Malcolm.
Great. Thank you. You may take a seat. Please watch your step.
Okay.
Well, sorry.
What, counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, I just have to say something.
Good morning.
Let me pull this down. Court TV, it looks like they've like updated their banner on here. You know, they have their little banner going at the bottom. There's a quote here. So I wanted to actually show you all what it said. So it says, rap superstar Cardi B is in court after a security guard claims that she was, quote, violently, unlawfully, intentionally, suddenly, and maliciously attacked. You know, I love it when Court TV brings the snark like that. They did the same thing with Karen Reed and how they would just like, it's like they're just labeling the witnesses. They're just like, but like this, that is brilliant. I love it so much.
Watch your step.
Okay.
The shade.
What, counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Ms. Malcolm. My name is Peter Anderson, and we just have a few questions. I'll try and make it as quick as possible. Where were you working in February of 2018?
Women's care, OBGYN doctor's office.
Thank you. And do you recall an encounter between Cardi B and the woman to my left?
Yes.
Okay.
The way she said yes. Wow.
Cardi B
There's a lot.
and the woman to my left?
Yes.
She's, oh my God, you guys.
What was your position at the doctor's office in February 2018?
A receptionist, front office.
Okay. And did Cardi B have an appointment that day?
Yes.
Was it a Saturday?
Yes.
Was there, to your knowledge, were there any other offices that were open that day?
No.
And do you remember the time of the appointment?
It was the end of, we purposely closed, so we had early day, maybe between 12 and 1, I'm assuming.
Okay. And what do you mean by purposefully closed?
For Cardi B, we
To maintain-
didn't want anyone there.
To maintain privacy?
Yes.
So, to your knowledge, how did you learn that there was an encounter between the two?
Well, I was waiting for Cardi B's arrival, and I heard commotion out in the hallway. And there was a door to exit right where I was sitting. So I opened the door and I looked, and I heard and saw the commotion, and that's how I learned that something was going on outside.
Could you please describe for the jury what you heard and saw when you opened the door?
I saw them in the corner, Cardi's back to the wall, and just a lot of arguing and, just confrontation.
Okay. Do you recall anything that plaintiff Ms. Ellis said?
It was just very argumentative as far as, cursing and, just be this, be that. I don't know if I can curse, but.
So we've heard just about everything so far. So
It's been one of those trials.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I immediately walked over there and got in between them and was like, whoa, what's, my thing was I'm at work. So the first thing that really came out of my mouth is to Miss Ellis, just as far as, what are you doing? You're at work, go back to your post. And then I don't know how long it was, but I couldn't get her. I just wanted everything to go away. I just was trying to calm everything down, take Cardi B into the office, and I was trying to go. It was my sister's baby shower, so I was trying to get out of there. But that wasn't on my mind then. But just to calm the situation down and get her into the office.
How did Ms. Ellis respond?
I don't even know if she heard what I asked, because it was just more of just being upset. And no, I'm not going to do that. And just, them still exchanging words even with me. And
Was Ms. Ellis yelling at Cardi B?
it was pretty loud for me to hear. It was still the same volume from when I can hear them while I was in the office down the hall. So I would say so.
Was Ms. Ellis cursing at Cardi B?
There was definitely curse words, yes, on her end.
When you were there, did Ms. Ellis attempt to strike Cardi B?
There was hands going while I was in the middle. I know no one landed, or I was, I didn't even realize, I guess because my adrenaline, that I had a mark on my forehead. So besides me getting a scratch, nobody, as far as them two, hit each other.
Who scratched you?
Based off of, like I said, I didn't know that I even got scratched until I went into the office, and the nurse was like, Tiara, your forehead. But I can only assume Cardi B was behind me, because that was my main concern.
Objection calls for speculation.
over.
So Cardi B was behind you, and you were facing who?
I was facing Miss Ellis.
And you got hit on your forehead and didn't even
it was
realize
like
it at
the
that
scratch.
point.
Yeah, blood.
Just let him finish the question.
Oh, sorry.
And so you got hit, you were facing Ms. Ellis, and she was swinging away?
I can say there was definitely, people talking like this type of action going on.
Right.
Yeah.
And you were hit on your forehead,
Yeah,
which was facing Ms. Ellis, correct?
Yes.
What happened next?
After, just going back and forth, Dr. Finke came out. Once he came out, I believe after that, I don't even really remember what was said, but I know I continued to take Cardi B into the office, to her exam room, and then I went back to the front.
Okay. Did you witness Dr. Finke try to get Ms. Ellis to leave the hallway?
Yes, that's what kind of, since he came out and he was talking to her, that's what kind of distracted her, gave us the opportunity to just go into the office.
Okay. And do you recall anything that he said to her?
I think he was on the same temperature as me. Just, you're at work. Why are you up here? Go back, downstairs. And what are you doing? Type of energy.
Okay. And so you turned around and escorted Cardi B into the doctor's office?
Yes, I followed behind her to go to the exam room.
When you were face to face with Ms. Ellis, I think you could see her face?
Yes.
Did you see any scratches on her face?
No.
Did you see any cuts on her face?
No.
Did you see any blood on her face?
No.
Did you see any injury at all on her face?
No.
Did you see any spit or spittle on her face?
No.
Did anyone spit in that encounter?
Objection calls for speculation.
While you were there, man.
While I was there, no.
Did you hear Ms. Ellis yell at Cardi B, and excuse my language, I will fuck your shit up.
Something, yeah, something along those words.
At any point in time in that confrontation, did Cardi B hit Miss Ellis?
No,
At any point in that confrontation, did Cardi B cut Miss Ellis with Cardi's fingernails
Objection, calls for speculation.
while you were there?
no,
Did you hear Cardi B use the N-word, excuse me, I apologize. Yeah, no, did you hear Cardi B use the N-word? You know what I mean by the N-word?
yeah, no.
Flash. So Flash had a question about the in a death penalty case or a capital case. Do they have to give notice at the filing of the indictment? No, they do not have to give notice at the filing of the indictment. They do have to give notice, and there is a deadline for them to give notice, but it's not at the time of the indictment. And the amount of time for which they have that they have to comply with that, I believe I'm sure it varies by the state, but it's not for quite some time until like after somebody's indicted. It wouldn't be until I don't know. If I had to say, from what I feel like it's usually something like 90 days or something like that they have of like that's their deadline. But again, it probably varies by the state. He's saying that there's an Ohio case and all that, is a death penalty eligible. So yeah, that's normal. Death penalty eligible simply would mean if somebody's indicted and they say the case is death penalty eligible, what that would mean is that given that state's specific statute, right? For states that have the death penalty, they have statutes, and you have to have like a great example, like we talked about it a lot with Idaho, right? You have to these factors will differ by the state, but there's going to be aggravating factors, right? And then the state has to feel like, or the prosecution has to feel like they can prove to a jury beyond a reasonable doubt at least one of the necessary aggravating factors. So you can't just say, oh, it's first degree murder and like we want to seek the death penalty. Because remember, it's a bifurcated trial, so they have to actually provide what are one or more aggravating factors that put it in that category, because it's not supposed to be arbitrary. Emphasis on supposed to be arbitrary. That's the reason they have this. So they can choose however many they want, right? There's no, the more aggravating factors that they pick, the better their odds that maybe they could convince a jury at least one of them beyond a reasonable doubt. But yeah, so if they're saying it's death penalty eligible, what that would mean is that the state could choose to seek the death penalty because it meets one or more of those factors or one or more of those criteria, but they can still choose not to. So, right, it sounds like right now where this case is at, Flash, that you're following, it sounds like they're still in that waiting period where the state may choose to go for it, the state may not choose to go for it. But they have that option because of the aggravating factors related to the crime. Sounds like 15 counts of death specifications. Yeah, I don't know what death specifications are. Maybe that's an Ohio specific language. 15 counts with death. Yeah, I don't know. That must be something specific to Ohio. Oh, it's 6 months into it. Yeah, so maybe, interesting. Yeah, Ohio must have a specific statute that allows them to wait longer than before deciding whether or not, before saying on the record whether or not they're going to pursue the death penalty. So, what's the defendant's name, Flash? I wonder if I've heard of it. Okay, back to Tiara.
After this encounter and Cardi B had gotten into the doctor's office, at any point after that, did you talk to the building management about what had happened?
Yes, that was a Saturday. So Monday, my supervisor and Dr. Finke wanted to make a report since there was an incident and, the importance of making sure patients, aren't, their privacy isn't compromised. So yeah, they asked me to go downstairs with them or with my supervisor and make a report.
After this incident, did plaintiff call you? Miss Ellis call you?
It was
This is the bombshell right here. I pointed this out on the live stream from day 2 because there's been plaintiff's counsel has argued, how long was he bitching about? We didn't know about her. We didn't know she existed until we were told by, defense counsel, and it was last minute. I mean, on and on and on and on. He tried to keep her from testifying. Plaintiff's counsel, Ron did. And all this, right? Surprise witness, This is the thing that he represented to the court probably 40 some odd times that they had no idea she existed. They didn't know her name, didn't have any way to get in contact with her, and that they are the ones who are being ambushed by this witness. Those are false representations to the court, and I think he should be reported to the bar for that. Although I know he's got enough trouble going on with the bar because of all the other things he's done. Maybe this would be the least of his worries, but still, this is not okay. He flat out lied, and this is a crazy bombshell right here.
They asked me to go downstairs with them or with my supervisor and make a report.
After this incident, did plaintiff call you? Miss Ellis call you?
It was, yes, there was a call transferred to my line. It was her on the other end of the call.
How long after the incident? How long after February 24, 2018?
Maybe, I can't recall exactly, but at least within, 3 months. It wasn't right after, but it wasn't too long after.
Can you tell us what the sum and substance of that conversation was?
I'm just kind of upset about what happened. She got fired. She couldn't believe that.
This is crazy, right? She had a whole conversation with the plaintiff. Dude.
Happened and wanted, I guess, to see if I can assist in any way since I was there.
And there it is. The plaintiff wanted to see if she could or would assist her, the plaintiff.
I pretty much replied as respectful as I could and just said, this is my place of work and I really can't have anything to do with this.
And was there any other thoughts that you had when she told you, or did she tell you she was planning on suing Cardi B?
I don't remember word for word, but based off of our conversation, I assumed that was probably going to be one of her steps. But in my mind, I just was kind of shocked that she was calling based off of what took place. I figured, she was at fault, so that was surprising that she would call me.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you. Those are all the questions I have.
There it is.
All right.
Brilliant. Well done. What a difference, right? The questions are concise and it's not overwrought, right? Like, we don't have to spell it out for the jury. The jury got it, right? It's like, it's clear. There's no doubt about who's at fault and what happened here. Like, unless you're making it up, like if you're the plaintiff, because this testimony is just, it is what it is. There is a reality in which we live, and this is what happened in reality. And they don't have to try so hard to try to make it seem like something, because it is what it is. I just appreciate it. Now for something completely different.
Thank you all for coming back.
So he doesn't just say it at the beginning of the day. He says it after every break, and even when they've already been sitting there.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Ms. Tiara Malcolm. When Miss Emani Ellis called you several months later and asked you to help her, what is the reason that you chose not to do so?
Oh my! Why is he asking this question? There's no scenario in which this will go well for him. I don't. What is he doing? Is he hoping that the jury's just not going to listen to the answer and they're going to just hear the question and assume that the answer is bad for Cardi B without listening to the answer? I don't understand. I literally just don't understand this at all.
Is the main reason I didn't feel like she was in the right.
Yeah.
I felt like based off of her position, working at the office, everything was handled unprofessionally, and going back and forth no, she didn't work at our office, but clearly Cardi B was a patient going, she had a purpose at that building where she worked at. So I didn't feel, I don't know what I would help her with. I don't think if I told my truth, it would help her.
Yeah, and the thing is too, right? And we see this time and time again with this plaintiff's counsel, Ron, that there's things that she's going to get asked here by plaintiff's counsel, and there's answers she's going to give that that testimony and those questions that testimony could not have been elicited on direct, and those questions could not have been asked on direct, right? It's like, but yet plaintiff's counsel on cross is going to ask those questions and elicit this testimony that, Cardi B's attorney could never have gotten away with. It's like own goal times a million. It's just craziness. Like, why?
Were you aware that Miss Ellis was a security guard at your building?
Yes.
Do you understand that the security guard is supposed to go from floor to floor to make sure everything is safe? Are you aware of that?
I don't know the
I'm
rules.
sorry, what was your question?
Irrelevant.
Assistant.
Had you ever seen Miss Ellis on other days aside from the date of the incident? And I will represent you. The date of the incident, for purposes of all my questions, will be February 24th of 2018.
I believe that was the first day I seen her there.
When you saw her, when you got to work, did you see her anywhere in the building?
No.
What time did you get to work?
On a Saturday, maybe around 8.
8 a.m.? And have you ever spoken to Miss Ellis before the date of the incident?
No.
Is there any reason why, when you would go to work at the 8920 building, Wilshire Boulevard building, for how long had you been working there before the date of the incident?
For about
Overall, just move on.
for about 7 years, just about.
And during those 7 years, did you see other security guards in the building?
Actually, relevant.
Assistant.
And when Miss Ellis's attorneys asked you to cooperate and sign a declaration, did you do that?
Form was
Not a
signed.
form. Did you ever sign a declaration under penalty of perjury on August 26, 2025, which would be yesterday?
A declaration. Sorry, I'm not.
May I approach you?
Sure.
Relevant to it?
Assistant.
Did you give permission to the other side to sign a declaration under penalty of perjury in this case?
Okay.
Objection, Your Honor.
Assistant.
Have you ever signed any document related to this incident?
Objection, Your Honor. Relevant.
Assistant.
Did you make any type of formal complaint to the building about this incident?
I make you assist a formal.
Overall.
When my supervisor wanted to make a complaint, since I was there. Yeah, that's when I went downstairs with my supervisor.
And who did you make a complaint to?
Douglas Emmett, the property management manager that managed the building.
Okay. And what was your complaint? What did you say?
They just wanted me to tell them what happened and the concern of the privacy of our patients.
Are you a Cardi B fan?
I know her music. I guess I listen to her music. I listen to hip hop.
Okay. And you like her music, right?
Objection, relevant.
Overall.
Yes?
She's
Have you-
talented.
All right. Have you ever gone to any of her concerts?
No.
Have you ever, well, I withdraw that. Okay. And for purposes of the visit on Saturday, the doctor's office decided to close to give her a special appearance to see the doctor, correct?
Objection. I meant it.
I withdraw the question. When Cardi B came to the office, the purpose of her coming to your office was to see Dr. Finke for medical care, correct?
Yes.
When you went outside into the hallway, the confrontation that you testified about was already occurring before you got there, correct?
Yes, that's what made me go outside.
All right. Do you know for about how long this confrontation was going on before you made your way outside?
I was sitting there waiting, so as soon as I heard the noise, it wasn't that seconds after was when I heard it, so I don't think it was going on that long.
Okay. Did Cardi B, while you were there, in any way touch Miss Ellis?
No.
Did Miss Ellis in any way touch Cardi B while you were there?
Okay.
When you got,
So guys, we're gonna call it right here for this one because they're about to get into her like new. This is we're about to get into testimony where we actually get new information that we didn't have in terms of her where she was in the whole thing, and we end up learning a whole lot, and it's like just this is all very unexpected. So in terms of the sequence of events and what happened to her and all this. And so we're going to actually call it right here because Frodo needs to go out and I need to do some things here as well for my students and get ready for my lessons tomorrow starting in the morning. But anyway, this is going to carry on with her testimony, Tiara Malcolm, right? Then they have the lunch break, and then we have Dr. Finke, and I think at some point, Cardi B returns to the stand, right? So we finish up, we'll have Tiara Malcolm, and then we'll have Cardi B finishes her testimony, and then they take the break, and then they have Dr. Finke, and I think there's that other doctor. But anyway, and Dr. Finke's amazing. That's definitely some highlights as well there for this. And I know I didn't get to my stories about that I mentioned at the beginning of the live stream. But we will save those for next time. Like I said, I've got my list going. But yeah, I think it is definitely it was a really long, busy week, and I am also got more stuff to do, like I said, for my students, and I am already feeling like I'm losing my voice, and also plaintiff's counsel makes me lose my will to live a little bit here. So anywho, so anyways, thanks so much for being here, guys. Love y'all. You guys are the best. We'll see y'all next time. And but for now, squirrel out.